there, you feel pretty comfortable just pushing the Poppy into that bottom lane. And she's going to be an incredible potential setup champ when we come to fight and how much control in general they have over the Grubs. They have both sides of the map under their power.
Trying to flash to make a play here on the Nautilus. Duro is getting quite low. There's the knockup from it, and the volley gets the kill. First blood to Viper, but immediately traded back as Ruler will get one of his own. And honestly, that just kind of feels good for Ruler, who is getting
each other with Australian. Ended up cleaning that one up as, yeah, this fight ends up being a 1-for-1 here. Canyon does join in, can offer a lot of extra damages. We're not done yet.
Viper in a lot of trouble here. The dive comes in, but Ruler was tanking the turret. Got a little bit dicey. Duro as well got to take 2 turret shots, but nobody's here to punish, so
He can mash a pick that is so strong in the early levels. Peanut.
Flash on in with the harpoon, and they're just getting in there onto Peanut, who is in a really rough spot. Even the Talia wall making his way over. Gonna flash the wall, does Peanut. Zeka in an awkward spot himself on top of some rocks. They want to turn this one around. Going for the big sweep here onto Keen, onto Canyon, because they're trying to take down Peanut, but they can't quite do it. Even the sweep to save his life. It's a double kill for Zeka. As immediately Hanwha Esports find an angle and pick up 2 kills.
Gen.G
kind of gets zoned away from the wave.
Yeah, the worst thing as a coach is, you have an issue in stage games, you go to scrims, you sort of iron it out, everything's looking good. Go to stage games again, and the same issue just shows up.
Yeah.
I thought we solved this.
Well, what's scary is, okay, I don't think Canyon saw him actually. He's got a control word here.
Zeka's in a lot of trouble as Canyon just kind of waltzing on in, and, Peanut was just there. So they're like, oh, this area of the map is clean. Nope, it is absolutely not.
These towers. It's 12 minutes in the game, and it's already starting to feel really dire for Hanwha Esports.
Yeah, it feels like Gen.G, there have been some little mistakes in this game still, but it's a larger lead, and they're utilizing the pressure better. I feel like they have a lot more tools to make plays with as well. So they're doing that well, as Viper's just going to get hit with the combo here, as Zeus is trying to make space in the front line, but that turret's about to go down, and Zeus might just die first, as in he goes with the ult. And, he went down as a warrior, but he still goes down. Could have just tried to flash away, but instead he will just die alongside the tower.
I think,
yeah, just feels like the blue side is really enjoying kind of getting very strong compositions and having a play on the bottom side of the map, and Ruler's just going to take more turrets. He's just playing a PvE game. He had to deal with the Cassante that one time. And, of course, dove Viper the other time. Gonna take down the turret, and now he's Valkyrieing in as Viper desperate to try to save the turret. It's not gonna work out for him.
Yeah, you guys are all bottom side.
I'm like a death brush or something. He's just been waiting here a long time.
Hello, he says, as in he goes with the Crescent Guard, and Chovy not having his flash. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. So many members coming in, the Poppy ult as well. And that is a shutdown for Zeka, so the desperation pays off. There's no Baron. We're just talking about the objectives, what's not on the map. And Hanwha Esports are the one that go for the sneaky play and claw their way back in. The arrow going to hit Ruler. He's got Cleanse. He wants to try to shut down Viper, but now he's got to flash away from a Cassante as he's all alone here, desperate to try to take out Viper. And he will be able to. I feel like Viper absolutely should have just let Zeus handle that. Instead,
Ruler pushing deep, getting a good trade into Viper. He actually got abandoned by Keen, because Keen was also, after the wave was fully pushed in, kind of shadowing here as well and trying to clear up some vision on the top side of the jungle. The moment he leaves, that's when Zeus strikes here. Well, no, if we'll call it a
down stealer is Zeka.
Oh no.
Okay.
Peanut.
He just got away. He got away with it.
And Peanut just showed bot. Oh, I mean, it's the worst possible timing. I was going to say, Ruler having the most gold, being down summoners, potential for, if you catch them on Atakan, if you're able to engage on them and catch Ruler, that is maybe a win con, but Peanut shows bot again, trying to kill Chovy. They lose the Atakan buff. Herald is pushing top. It's not looking good.
The X Factor is definitely the Herald here. I mean, you can't out-trade this.
They're even looking for a potential dive. I mean, Kenny's got Atakan, so certainly threatening it at least. Delight trying to create space and deny the Herald charge. It's not going to happen. That's 1-0. Really trying their best to snowball as much as possible. The arrow is very much on point, as pulled back is Keen, as the stun lasts basically forever, but that is just the Atakan buff taking down 200 gold over to their side as they take a bit of extra damage. Viper and Peanut thinking about continuing this fight, but just the fact that the lead has stagnated a little bit. It's kind of been the same for a long time, but Gen.G, again, they're so good. They have been good, at least in this game. They've been clean about getting their lead and sticking with it and not overextending and really just trying to take little wins here and there. They're still very much in control of this one. They put down the Weaver's wall, and that is a very nice equalizer as well.
Man.
That gigantic shove! Delight and Zeka taking so much damage, and it's up to Zeus to just try to create some space, but he's just going to be burned down. Another shove comes through. Crescent Guard has to be used from Peanut just to try to survive.
The one thing that Hanwha Life, the comp could do in the late game incredibly well is 5v5 fight front to back with that Azir damage, with the Ashe. But when you're this far behind, you never get the fair fight. You never get to actually take said 5v5 because the enemy team is diving in, taking somebody out of the fight, cutting them in half with Weaver's Wall, sieging with Otacon buff. When you're
you gotta say, Viper's really just not gonna find much use in this one. We'll see if he can make something happen. As over the wall, in goes Peanut, but it's not gonna happen this time around. He doesn't have the Crescent Guard either. Down goes the Hanwha Life Esports jungler, and into the backline they isolate Zeka. Nice sweep, but it's just to keep him alive for just a moment here. Should be a very clean ace to the side of Gen.G, and that should be the game number 2.
Yeah, even without the equalizer so far ahead, they can easily win that fight. It was a beautiful buffer there by Canyon on the knockaway with his ult to lock them down, but I think the writing's been on the wall for a while in this game. Gen.G with a convincing answer for that game 1, the HLE one.
I love this draft from Gen.G. It's a standard Talia Vi draft, but there's so many elements of it that aren't expensive for Fearless. You played Nautilus, you played Corki here, and you know, at the end of the day, this is what a blue side draft should look like. The execution this time for Gen.G clean enough to take out the Nexus.